you want to come over to the green side, but you don't know where to start. I get it. There's so many sub-lifestyles that it can be overwhelming. You've seen the documentaries, you filled your kitchen full of faux meats, but you want to be able to explain your new life change to the people in the back. Veganism. Veganism is a lifestyle that abstains from meat, but it does promote eating meat alternatives. Plant-based living is different because it excludes eating alternative meats, but you get everything that you need from plants. It's important for you to mature in this lifestyle because eating too much processed can affect your body just as much as eating regular meat. So I have a couple of tips. Number 1, eat the faux meats like a treat. It has been said that if you consume as much faux meats as you do regular meats, it won't do the body good. Number 2, learn how to cook. It's important for you to explore your kitchen. You'll learn so many types of ingredients and it'll change your palate. And the bonus, you could put chef in the bio. Last but not least, detoxing. It's important to give your body a rest. Some of the popular detoxes is juicing, where you consume no meats, no anything but juice. And raw detoxing is where you eat nothing cooked. Imagine that. It does the body good. I'm Angela Yvonne, and this is Vegan Pop Eats. What is better than 1? 2, of course. Vegan Pop Eats is showcasing 2 spaces that's going to get you all the way together and get your taste buds tingling. Right now, we're at Beyond Sushi. With multiple locations in the city, Chef Guy has the sushi game on lock. Using seasonal and innovative ingredients, meat or no meat, this is the best in town. Right now, we're at 134th West 37th Street, and be prepared to be wowed.
Over beats, baby.
Hi, Chef.
Hey.
I'm so excited to see you.
Thank you
I'm
very
so
much
excited.
for coming.
Thank you so much for being on Vegan Pop Eats. For you guys at home, this is Chef Guy Vankin. He is the brainchild behind Beyond Sushi and the new Willow. Thank you so much once again. I'm so excited to have a conversation with you.
Thank you for coming.
First, tell me how you got into the plant-based arena.
You can call it an accident. I was very ignorant about this world. I got in, I was working in a kosher catering company. We did a variation of the sushi station, which was regular sushi station for the vegetarians, and we used black rice and we used whatever vegetables we had in our fridge. And that was a spark. I saw the reaction and I said, okay, we're on to something. And then the first year we tried it in the New York Vegetarian Food Festival, and we ran out of food after like 1 hour. And then the second year we tried it again, and we prepared 10 times what we did before, and we ran out of food again. So I decided, because of the situation, I was working with my family, I wanted to get out, I wanted to do my own thing. I decided that I'm gonna take a ride on this and bet, and I open the business. And I said, okay, let me open a sushi place that serves vegetarian sushi. And it was vegetarian, it was not vegan in the beginning. For the first 3 weeks, I served some egg products with it. Again, I was very ignorant about this world, but with the persistence of my customers, they made me make the best choice I ever made, business-wise and personal. And 3 weeks in, we transformed it to vegan, got away from all the egg products, and then that just kept rolling. I opened up in July 2012, a long time ago, when vegan wasn't as hip. But we had the support of the community, and that helped me a lot to grow, and I self-funded the rest of the business, and I had the smallest vegan restaurant, and today we're sitting in the biggest vegan restaurant in New York City.
Absolutely. You have multiple locations, but I love this location. The customer service is phenomenal.
Thank you.
But why did you feel that sushi would be the main cuisine? Because it's an art form.
Yes, it is. But I always loved sushi, and I saw the reaction to it. But I also looked at sushi as a vessel that carries an exact portion of whatever it is that you're going to serve. And for a chef, consistency is something that is, the top of the line. That's what you want to get. You want to get people to have the same thing, even though it sounds boring, but you want them to have the same thing because that draws them back. And it proved itself because 50% of our customers come back every week.
Right.
One, because we're vegan in the community, but second, because they get that same product and they're attached to that product. I made a menu change right now. I got a lot of hate because I changed the menu. Because people get attached to something, right? So for me, the sushi was a vessel, perfect size, bite size, that will deliver all the flavors in them. And I wanted to do something that nobody did. I mean, for me, this is my adventure, right? I'm taking on my business, it's my adventure, it's my creation. I don't want to mimic somebody. I wanted to create, and I did create a sector, right? Like
Absolutely.
There's vegan sushi right now in every continent, right? And I was probably one of the first ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what I really enjoy about your cuisine is that before you taste in your mouth, you taste with your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
If you look over your Instagram, the vibrancy of the colors, it's just really interesting because why did you feel that you would start with your eyes first before, tasting?
There is nothing more appealing for me is when I look at first of all, it's art for me, right? It's an art form, and you said sushi is an art form, but any plate that I put out, it's gotta look great, it's gotta taste great, but it also has to have certain textures in there and how they blend together and how the flavors balance each other. And it's something I think throughout the process of creating a menu. I don't necessarily test it too much, but I work out of my memory flavors that would come together, and the texture will complement each other. So there's got to be something soft, something smooth, something crunchy in there, and a heat, and it's got to be fat in there. Even though people think it's a curse word, it's really good. It mellows out everything, right? So, and it doesn't have to be bad fat, it could be natural fat. So all those thought processes went into making it, but the first thing you see, and 2012 wasn't as Instagram friendly back then, but we did know that those reviews on Yelp, which helped us a lot, and those things that worked back then will drive us forward. And we've seen the growth with it. I mean, it's very important. I love it when people come in, snap a picture. I knew that I did my part, right? Before they even tasted it. So.
Well, I can't wait to see what you have for us. has rolled out his new menu just for the viewers of Vegan Pop Eats, and I cannot wait to taste this. And yes, it looks amazing, and I know that it's going to blow my mind. So let's go ahead and get started on this food tour.
So I brought out some of the menu, not all of it. We still have a few more things. Yeah. But it's the essence of it. We transformed the menu from what we used to do, which was all black rice,
Right.
And now we introduced the white rice to create different rolls, different textures, different looks as well. We partnered up with a company called Z-Star from Europe that produces this beautiful vegan salmon and beautiful vegan no tuna. And I took those items and I felt like I can be so creative with them and created this stuff. I never like to take an item that a company make, even Impossible Foods. I'll take their meat, I'll smoke it, I'll create something completely different. It doesn't matter what it is. It's got to go through a process. You're a chef after all. It's not like, hey, let me put it in a bun and serve it to you. So taking those items and creating different items. Over here we have our original spicy mang bestseller. We had it Beyond Sushi for 10 years now. English cucumber, mango, avocado, a mixture of carrots, cabbage, and peppers on top with a toasted cayenne sauce. Like I told you before, the balance between the sweetness of the mango and the spiciness of the cayenne. Over here we have our salmon, basically sushi pieces. They have a toasted cayenne on top, wakame powder, lemon sliver, and scallion, just to give it the ocean flavor with the wakame powder that goes on top. Rainbow roll. Can I have a sushi restaurant without a rainbow roll?
Exactly. That's what we have to eat on when we go to the regular sushi places.
Yeah. So it was hard up until we partnered with them. So it has salmon tuna, pickled burdock root, English cucumber, avocado, and pickled red cabbage on the inside with lemon zest, wakame powder, and dill. Right over there we have the taco sampler.
This is beautiful.
Thank you very much. They're made from gyoza dough, crusted with nori, and inside we have yuzu tuna over here with mint and pickled cucumbers. Here we have spicy crab, jackfruit crab with pickled cabbage and chili oil on top. Over there we have a seasoned salmon, sesame salmon, with pickled red onions, avocado, and wakame powder. The Ube Crunch, one of the new rolls that we introduced, has tempura, a chickpea tempura. Ube inside, avocado, English cucumber, pickled English cucumber, and smoked oyster mushroom with a shiso leaf on top and a sweet chili sauce. Again, this one, very intricate, great flavors all come together, great. A fried chicken, buttermilk chicken bao sandwich with a gochujang sauce that we make in-house, pickled red onions, pickled red Thai chilies, and sesame. Here we have a cilantro and scallion chicken dumplings that have ponzu sauce, cilantro, and chili panko. And for dessert, of course, we also have an avocado sesame cookie that is on the menu. But this guy over here is an ube cashew cheesecake on a ginger snap cookie on the bottom with a chocolate fudge sauce, ginger snap cookies on top, lemon zest, and mint. And that's our spread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How can I say this? This is the most beautiful thing that I have seen, and
in a vegan restaurant?
In a vegan restaurant.
Okay, cool.
And I sincerely mean that. I sincerely mean that because I know a lot of thought has gone into each masterpiece.
Yes.
So why do you think that Beyond Sushi is the leader as far as this? Because now that you have made this legacy, of course, there are going to be more vegan spaces that's going to try to duplicate
Copies?
what you have. Yeah,
Copycat?
I was saying duplicate. I was being nice.
Look, at the end of the day, it's a compliment.
Yes.
Whenever that happens, the first time it got me a little upset because it was like everything that I wrote went into their menu. We had one in Brooklyn. So when it's far away in London, in Australia, I don't care.
Right.
And it's a compliment. When it's close, it's a little aggravating. But at the end of the day, it's all about the details over here. It's
Absolutely.
all about what you take and how you present it and how you cut it and the perfection and the attention that you demand. I guess I demand that out of my chefs and out of my coworkers and employees. Very detail oriented. This whole thing.
Yeah.
Beyond Sushi. It's hard, but I think it brings back customers and it shows the love for the food and what we do and how we put ourselves out to the customers. At the end of the day, this speaks more than anything else.
Absolutely.
I can talk about it all day, but if I can't
Absolutely.
deliver on the plate and I can't do a good job on the plate, it doesn't matter. So that's what it is.
So what is your thought process when you're inventing these masterpieces? Because again, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, what was going through his mind to
I'm gonna
think
lie to you
that
if
this or this?
Yeah.
Are
I sit down and I think about it and I write it, and then
what inspires you to do?
I have like a chart. First of all, I used to do only vegetables before. It was only vegetables, grains, and fruits. But we saw the need for people to get to make the transition from not being vegan to vegan and how they need that. So we introduced all this other stuff into it. And that's why we changed it. But it's still with the same process. I mean, take it to the end of creativity, take it to the limit of what people would think that you would do.
Right.
And then take it a few steps more. I put a chart of all the seasonal vegetables that I have and whatever I can put my hands on. And I make it happen. My mom did when it was a single mom. Right?
Yeah.
My mom raised me by herself, me and my sister. So she'd create magic from like anything that was in the kitchen. So whatever I have in front of me, okay, let me put whatever I can do together, and I got good at it. And that's how I think about things, and that's how I create these guys.
Well, you shared with me your gift here, but you've had a new baby. It's called Willow.
Yes.
And it is a vegan bistro that everyone is raving about right now. How did you decide to do the transition from sexy food to comfort food?
So yeah, it's a long story happening. I've done sushi, but before I've done sushi and the catering company, I used to do high-end catering and any cuisine you can imagine. From Italian to Ethiopian to French to anything.
So are you self-taught or you?
Yeah, I mean, I went to school.
Okay.
But I've never worked under a chef besides Gordon Ramsay. On Hell's Kitchen.
You were on Hell's Kitchen?
Yes, I was.
What?
Yeah, season 10. Yeah, long time ago. 10 years ago.
Now that's dope.
Yeah,
that is insane.
I was on that. I was on Shark Tank.
Yes!
Shark Tank.
Now I have to go and Google.
Yeah, you should see it. It's cool. And
so you're a big deal, chef. You're a big deal in these vegan streets.
I take more pride in this than anything on TV.
Absolutely.
I mean, the fact that we managed to feed over 2 million people since we opened this restaurant chain, you can call it, is the biggest achievement in my mind that I could have, right? So there's so many people that have been here that validates what you do, and it's a great for the cause of veganism too. You do it in masses, you don't,
Absolutely.
And the reach is great. But anyway, I self-taught myself. I self-taught because there was no chef to tell me, and also it's good because I let my creativity do whatever I wanted because nobody put me in a boundary. I had no chef that says, "Oh, this is not going to go." No, let me try. And I learned from my mistakes, and I made a lot of mistakes. But Willow happened thanks to COVID, really.
See, COVID wasn't all bad.
It wasn't all bad. I mean,
dreams came true in COVID.
Exactly. I learned a lot through
Absolutely.
COVID. What I try to do with Beyond Sushi when COVID hit is, first of all, I try to survive. It was horrendous.
Absolutely.
We were a company of 150 employees, went down to 7 from 150. But we're back to 70.
Yes,
which
they
is
came
great.
back.
Yeah, not all of them.
Oh.
But some
Okay.
of them came back. But I had to make that move to survive.
Absolutely.
But we did survive. We only closed 2 locations.
Okay.
We closed our market locations, one in Pine Street and one in Chelsea Market. And instead of that, after testing a lot of stuff through COVID for deliveries and seeing the reaction, I decided in the middle of all of it, in November, in the middle of all of it, decided that if I'm gonna go out,
Right.
let me go out with a bang.
Right.
You know, let me just do something that will change the course of things. So I decided to go and take a bet, and like I've done when I first opened Beyond Sushi, and went with Willow, which a lot of people advised me not to do, but I felt really good about the items that we had. I felt really good about the reaction. I felt good about what I can do.
Right.
And it's just a taste. I can do a lot more. Not just me, all my guys.
Absolutely.
They're really committed to this. So that's how Willow was born. And now, because we had stuff that is here and in Willow, this menu came to really distinct, and I believe that the future of restaurants is where you go to a place because you want to go to that place. There is
Right.
no walking by anymore. There's not enough people. So you go to Beyond Sushi because you want to go to Beyond Sushi. You go to Willow because you want to go to Willow. It's very distinct. They do something that's very special. It's right there. Yes, I have 5 Beyond Sushis right now, but the future holds a lot more than just Beyond Sushi for me, and also to get my adventurous animal going. Because if not, I can't. There is no reason for me to get up in the morning. I need to do something fun. I need to do something exciting, and that's exciting for me.
So Willow is comfort food.
It is.
Now, you can't eat everybody's comfort food, guy. You can't do it.
Yes.
But you have macaroni and cheese, you have crab cakes, and you have really distinct, comfort entrees. So
how? I felt on top of the whole COVID thing teaching me, we as people, when we get out of something like that, we want to go and just splurge, and just want to have fun. No pretentious, everything is supposed to be just fun, and I felt like that's the new wave for now. We'll see. I mean, I'm working on a Mediterranean concept. I'm working on so that's my background. I mean, I'm Moroccan after all, and I came from Israel, and I've always been drawn to that cuisine. But I touched everything. So that, Mexican, we work on a bunch of things, and we got a bunch of surprises coming,
Well, I'm excited because I'm always in the vegan streets, and that will help my job being your vegan plug so much easier.
Yep.
But we are on our way to Willow, but I'm going to get into this and see if it's really that good. So I'm going to start off with your new stuff.
And I'll get you some soy sauce
Let me get
in here. That's the Ube Crunch.
Ube Crunch?
Yeah.
And this has?
This has avocado, smoked oyster mushroom, enoki mushrooms, pickled cucumber, and the ube with a shiso on top, and soy glaze, and and an orange soy. Yeah, good stuff.
This is amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It is good stuff.
Oh my gosh. The smokiness of the oysters.
Yeah. Brings, like I said, you gotta have something that is distinct that will pull together, and that the fat from the avocado, smoothness, just mellowing everything out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
balance.
You mentioned, what's it called? Gunk?
It's called bao. They are steamed buns. Mm-hmm. You just grab it. It's a sandwich. So you grab the bun, and it has buttermilk fried chicken inside, and a gochujang sauce, which is a Korean pepper paste that we add to it. agave and soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and we cook it until it all comes together.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are the little guys.
I've seen that. Oh my gosh.
And
I've seen that a lot of people are using the gochujang.
Yeah. So they use it in different ways. I use it in my soups. I use it in sauces.
Okay.
Some people mix it on rice. For me, it was always a fun. From day one, I used it in Beyond Sushi. We used it in our chili mushroom soup. And then
I like the kick.
Thank you. And then the fried chicken sandwich at Willow was killing it. So I said, okay, let's make a version for Beyond Sushi.
Oh, so you have this in a fried chicken sandwich version?
No, I have at Willow. We have a fried chicken sandwich, like a real fried chicken sandwich, and
people are talking about it.
Yeah, it's happening. That chicken sandwich. So I said, okay, Beyond Sushi needs a version of that.
So, what is your favorite cuisine to cook?
My favorite cuisine. That's too limiting. I don't do favorites. I cook anything. I mean, as long as the flavors make sense. I really like Italian food. I really like back home Mediterranean. But
so you think that would be your favorite?
But there is no limit.
When you
vegan is a cuisine on its own for me.
Absolutely.
You know? So as long as you can, and it doesn't have to be restricted. Yeah, we could get influenced by certain countries and cuisines and so on, but it cannot be restricted. It doesn't mean I use in Willow for my pepper steak. I use a pickled peppercorn that is produced in Thailand. It has nothing to do with comfort food, but it marries really well with that dish. Just makes sense, you know. So I'm not gonna limit myself. Okay, it's an American comfort food, but the pickled pepper came from Thailand. So what? It still makes sense, right?
Is there an ingredient that you haven't worked with yet?
I don't work with animals.
Chef. I mean, other than animals.
Is there ingredients I haven't worked with? That would freak you out, right? That would freak you out. You feel like you're eating fish, but it's not, right? I can take claim for that. Yeah, but that's the powder. That's the powder you have on it. The wakame powder or the hijiki powder. I'm sorry. And
I've been far removed from, but that's serious.
It is. Right?
That's serious.
If I had, you gotta have that touch on it, but the texture and the way it looks, they nailed it. But we gotta add on.
They did more than nailed it. This is.
Yeah. It's not.
I know it's not.
Don't worry.
But I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
This is the second thing that's ever surprised me.
Yeah.
The first thing was I had a carrot dog and it tasted just like a hot dog.
Wait till you have my pastrami sandwich at Willow. Smoked for 6 hours, cracked pepper on top, really good.
See, chef.
Really good stuff. Yeah, I love that sandwich.
So what is your favorite cuisine that you make here?
Cuisine, I would still say the Mediterranean, even though I don't have a Mediterranean restaurant. Yet. I will when the time comes. But that's one of my favorite. And here is the texture, very important. That's your yamagobo in there, nice and crunchy.
Yes.
Mediterranean it always has been, and I gravitate towards it.
Everything is so fresh.
Thank you.
So, what is your process as in, I know that you prep every day, but how do you keep everything so fresh? Is it just like what we don't use?
I'm a numbers guy.
Okay.
I'm a chef, but I do numbers really well.
Okay.
And I have a system where it's extremely precise that I built over the years of how much they're going to use every day, so there is no waste, and we usually use about 95% of everything, and then the 5% it's just, can't do anything with it. So everything is, when I write the menus, I think about those things. It's got to stay fresh, it's got to work out, and that's it.
So you said you're not bringing back the jackfruit dumplings.
I'm not.
But you have jackfruit here.
Yeah, so we have a jackfruit. You have jackfruit crab cakes at Willow. You have spicy jackfruit in one of the rolls, in one of the tacos. So we do use jackfruit in many ways.
Okay.
I mean, I have a jackfruit tuna salad that is in, yeah.
How dope
Cute,
is this?
right? Cute.
And these are freshly made taco shells.
Yes, yes.
It's seaweed.
Crunchy. Seaweed on the outside, yeah. So it's nori on the outside, and they're made from gyoza sheets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try the jackfruit since I'll never get a jackfruit dumpling again.
But you'll have jackfruit tuna.
Hold on.
Uh-huh. Nice and crunchy. Yeah. Nice. I like that. I like that. Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
We want to have fun with it, right? It's got to be fun.
And I love jackfruit. Like, consistently.
Versatile. It's
2 or 3
versatile.
times a week.
It's versatile. You should definitely try the tuna salad at Willow.
Okay.
So we have a whole that and the crab cakes.
Wow.
Yeah, really good stuff. I was working on a product that will come out eventually. I'm still working on the restaurant, but on that tuna salad, eventually I'm gonna sell it direct to consumers. And that's what we're working on. Yeah, the jackfruit tuna salad. It's a really good product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gave me a little hint of like tuna, because for me, when I make tuna salad at home, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not a chef. I do chickpeas.
Yeah.
That's the first time that I've ever had something that's more of a
order
consistent.
it. Tuna melt. Tuna melt at Willow. When you get there, you gotta see it. I mean, it's really good stuff.
Well, Chef, thank you so much. Oh,
Don't forget the dessert.
Chef.
Come
okay,
on.
hold on.
I brought too much
now,
fruit.
I am a dessert connoisseur.
Okay.
I don't play about my desserts.
Okay.
And just, oh my gosh.
This is great.
How beautiful is that?
Nice color.
Okay.
So ube cheesecake. Ube. The sweet potato that
Oh, this
you
is made
had
from
in-
sweet potatoes.
So it has cashews and sweet potatoes inside. So they are purple sweet potatoes. They come from Southeast Asia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks smooth.
Yeah, and then you're gonna try the banana foster at it's good stuff. Ginger snap cake, cookie on the bottom. I love this one. This is good stuff, right? Promised you. Good.
And you guys know that if I don't dance, it's not real. This, you have to come to Beyond Sushi. You have to come to Beyond Sushi. If you don't do anything else, you have to come for the dessert. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your art and your masterpieces with us. We're on our way to Willow to see what other things that you have. You're gonna have to top this. You're gonna have to top this.
It will.
You're gonna have to top this.
I promise
You're gonna have to.
I don't want to say that it tops this. They're equally, I love them both. So,
Of course you love
there
them
we
both,
go.
but the newborn baby, she's
Newborn
gonna have to
baby.
do something because
Yeah.
this right here.
She's wild. So
Okay.
I'm telling you that.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you again.
Thank you for
This was
coming.
phenomenal.
I appreciate
And I
it.
cannot wait to get over to Willow, because if this is the appetizer, I cannot wait to see what the entree is going to be.
Nice.
If you don't believe that veganism can be sexy, you haven't been to Willow. Located at 199 8th Avenue, this is rapidly becoming the spot for vegan comfort food. Known for its crab cakes, macaroni and cheese, and so much more, let's go see what all this excitement is about. So we are here at Willow, and what a way to close out a perfect afternoon. We have mac and cheese, we have chicken sandwiches, we have calamari, we have pizza. What can get better than this? If this is going to be my last meal, thank you. Let me go ahead and get up into this mac and cheese. Oh my gosh. Oh. Look at that. Can you see the heat? Now, you know everyone can't make a mac and cheese, so let me see what they're working with. Okay. Okay, chef. We see you. We see you. You have to get down to Willow, and you have to go to Beyond Sushi. If you don't do anything else, those two places exemplifies what good vegan food is. And remember, if you can't be good to anybody else, make sure that you're good to yourself. You come to Willow, be sexy, you go to Beyond Sushi, and be extra sexy. I'm Angela Yvonne. This is Vegan Pop Eats, where meat is always obsolete. Now I'm about to get into this mac and cheese. Yes, indeed. Calamari. You can have calamari again.